I guess we're recording. Try it at least. We have the 105 to 110 today is the problem solving lesson. So this one here is basically where we're going to take what we've learned throughout and apply it. Learn the strategy in a recent year. About 63 out of every 100 households in the United States owned at least one pet. About how many households out of 10,000 owned at least one pet? Now, I asked you this question, I believe, not too long ago about how many pets you had. Some of you said you had 9, which I said was, wow, that was a lot, which is, I guess, if you really love pets. But, so we need to understand what facts do you know. So what facts do we know in that little paragraph I read to you? Ireland. Exactly. 63 out of every 100 households have at least one pet. They own at least one pet. What do you need to find? Well, it says right here, how many households out of 10,000 owned at least one pet? Okay. So you will make what do you think we're going to make since the lesson is called this?
Plan.
A plan. We need a plan, yeah. We need to make a what, though? A table. So it says right here, make a table. So we're going to make a table to solve this problem. Now we start out with total number of households being 100. And we said 63 out of every 100 own a home. Now, if this holds true, we want to know 1,000. So what are we going to have to add to this? Well, it says right here, you're going to times it by 10. So what do you add to 63 to get that? Asher. Add 1 0, 630. Because if we did over here, if we did 63 times 10, it's going to give us 630. Or, since we just did yesterday, we said 63 times 10, and we just say 63 times 10, 1 equals 63, and then we have 1 0. That's how we get that. So let's say that 10,000 now. You know how many households out of 10,000 it is. So what are you going to do now? What do you think, Colton?
62,
6,300. Because again, from my original number up here, 63 times 10. So now we're taking 630 times 10. So we're taking 63 times 1 equals 63. And then we have 1 0, 2 zeros, 6,300. So about 6,300 out of 10,000 households owned at least one pet. So then again, it says, is my answer reasonable? Explain, use mental math to multiply. Well, again, what's 63 times 1? 63. How many zeros do I need to add on there? 2 zeros. So it is very reasonable now because 63 times 100. All right, let's look. And we could have done all that, but we're going to do it on this side now with a different problem. Nestor is saving money to buy a new camping tent. Each week, he doubles the amount he saved the previous week. If he saves $1 the first week, how much money will Nestor save in 7 weeks? So I'm going to go ahead and underline on my numbers here. I'm going to underline doubles too because that seems like something that I'm going to need. He doubles his money. Each week, he doubles the amount the previous week. All right, so what facts do we know? What facts do we know? I got the same three. Ethan. He doubles every week. Don't be afraid to write stuff down. He doubles the amount of money each week, and he started with what? He starts with what the first week, Ray?
$1.
Okay, we know that he starts with $1. So now, what do you need to find? How much? Yeah, how much? How much? We'll just shorten it. How much money does he save in how many? What is it? In 7 weeks. So now we need a plan. What did we do the last time? We made a plan. What else did we make? We didn't make one. They had one for us. So yeah, we need to make a table. We need to make a table. All right, so let's solve. All right, so they already gave us like a little white box here. We can use that one, I guess. So let's go ahead and outline this box with your pencil so that we say that we have a table here. They did some of the work for you here. And let's go ahead and divide this guy right down the middle. Poor girl. And let's make this top one. Let's see. What do you think we should do with this one right here? What should we label this top? What do you guys think? What should we put here? We need to know how many weeks and how much money. So it's probably the two things. What do you want to go on top? Let's do weeks. Yeah, he says, let's do weeks up here, or week. And then down here, what do you think we're going to put down here? How much? Or we'll say amount saved. How about that? Amount saved, dollar signs. Amount saved. And how many weeks do we need to go? 7. So let's go ahead and do, here's 1 week, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 squares there. Okay, we got our chart. That's the hardest part. Labeling it's the second, really the hardest part of it. What should we put above on this top row here? What do you think? It says week. Week, we're right here, Ray, or here? Or here? Right here. 1. What should we put across the top of the others? 2. What about here? 5. Oh, you guys can count to 7. Yay! All right, so those are the weeks. And so what should go here then? $1. That's what he starts with, right? So put a 1 right there. Now what does it do? It says in the question, Nestor saving money to buy a new camping tent. Each week he doubles the amount he saved the previous week. So what do you think? Thank you. What do you think it's going to do week 2? 3. Is that doubling? Hey, Gavin, we're on pages 105 to 110, just like you know. Asher? It doubles, right? What's double of 2? Or double of 1, I mean. It's 2. Double, right? So the next week, it's going to double again. What's double of 2? 105 to 110. 4. What's double of 8? Somebody. Emma, what's double of 8 if you take 8 and you double it? I just told you the answer. Sorry. 8. What's double of 8? 16, Ray. Lauren, what's double of 16? Close. She's got it. You know that 6 plus 6 is 12, so there's going to be a 2 on the end, right? So what is it going to be? 32. Yep, 32. And Sailor, who has her captain's hat on, what is 32 doubled? Captain? You know it, don't you? Oh, you don't? Oh. I thought maybe I embarrassed you. You knew the last one. Emmeline, 64. So did we answer the question? No, we didn't. No, we didn't answer yet. Because here's why. It's talking about if he saves $1 the first week and he doubles the amount he saves each week. That means here he saves $1. Here he saves $2. Here he saves $4. Here he saves 8. Here he saves 16. Here he saves 32. Here he saves 64. That's just how much he saved that week. Let's say he got a paycheck. That's how much money he got on a paycheck. Does that mean how much money he saved total?
No.
So what do we got to do?
You gotta add all of
You
it.
got to add them all up. We got to add them all up. So we can do 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64. Well, we can probably do these right here fairly simple. Can anybody tell me what those there equal? What is it? It is 31. So we got 31 plus 32 plus 64 now. We're doing a little algebra now. So we answered this right here. That's where that came from. So let's do 31 plus 32. Ireland? 63. So 63 plus 64. Now what does that equal? All right, Sailor. 127. I about called you. You know what I called you. Called you your sister's name again. $127. Now, does that answer the question? He saved $127 in 7 weeks, Ray. Knock it off. $127 in 7 weeks. So is it reasonable? Well, we added them up. We could round stuff, and I don't really bother with that too much. All right, so let's go with the apply the strategy. Now, my only beef with these is they don't really give us a whole lot of room to work. Remember what I told you, though? These kind of problems are the toughest ones for a lot of us. They're tough for me. I was never very good with word problems. So let's try it. Betsy is saving to buy a bird cage. She saves $1 the first week. She saves $3 the second week, $9 the third week, and so on. How much money will she save in 5 weeks? So if we're going through here and saying what we know, well, we know what? What do we know? Asher? Okay. Okay.
And we know that he's multiplying by 3 every week.
You think she's multiplying by 3 each time?
Yeah, so 9 times, you mentioned the answer.
Sure, what do you have for an answer?
5 is 27, and 27 times 3 is 81.
Let's see now. So we had you write yours on your page there and see if you're right here in a second. So we know, like you said, $1 the first week, $3 the second week, $9 the third week, and so on. What was the instructions here to say to do? Wait, what? Make a table. Let's make a table, shall we? Let's make one like we did the last page. Week and savings. It gives a nice line there to work with. So the first week she saves what? $1. The second week she saves $3. Third week she saves $9. So we're going to have to find out the 4th week, and then we got to find out that one. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't think you finished the problem, okay? So he says each time you're doing what? It looks like we go from 1 to 3. What do we have to do? Times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 you said was what again? And then you said 27 times 3 was? Now, just like the other page, we need to do what to all of these? Add them all up again, because it says how much money will she save in 5 weeks. It didn't say how much will she save in the 5th week. It says how much will she do. You already got an answer, Laura? What do you got? You are correct. Yeah, you add all those up, you're gonna get 121 smackaroos right there. 121 bucks. So you're almost there, Asher. You just had to finish that end. That's where a lot of us leave it off. All right, Kendall is planning to buy a laptop for way too much money. $1,200. Must be an iMac Pro. Each month she doubles the amount she saved the previous month. If she saves $20 the first month, in how many months will Kendall have enough money to buy a laptop? So what do we know? Emma, what do we know? Okay, well, she's trying to save how much? Okay, we know that she's saving to that. What else do we know? Notice how I go through the whole thought process here. Try to go through the whole process in my head. Even though because you may end up doing what Asher did. You may end up like going through the process in your head, and you got close to the right problem, but you didn't drive it home, right? You loaded the bases and then you struck out, right? Baseball terminal. You look like a baseball player. Are you a baseball player, Asher? Oh, you're not? All right. So, what else do we know? Ireland. She saves $20 the first month. So what should we make? What should we make? Let's make another table. Just make it along that line right there. Circle my answer on that one. So are we going to use weeks this time or months? Probably, yeah, months. Let's use months. And it says she saves, right? So should we put savings here? Okay. So we have, I guess it looks like a first month. So let's put first. How much did she save there? Okay. So second month, how much is it going to be if she doubles it every month, the previous month? Laura? 40. Okay, Brighton, if we double 40, what are we going to get? Okay. If we double to the 4th month, remember we're shooting for this number here. If we double 80, what are we going to get here, Mikey? Doubling 80. Add 80 and 80 together. Emma? You're in there, 3 digits at least. Emmeline? No. Doubling 80 bucks. Ethan? Yeah, 160. All right, let's do week 5. Let's double 160. Can anybody double 160? Again, all you gotta do is take 16 and double it and add a 0 to it. Ireland? Huh? Not 200. 320. Let's add this up and see if we're getting close to 1,200 bucks yet, okay? So what's 20 and 40? What's 60 plus 80? It's 140, so we got 140. Now we're gonna add 160. So what's 0 plus 0? What's 4 plus 6? And So that's that. Now we add 320 to that. We're not going to be anywhere close, are we? What's 0 plus 0? All right, so let's go ahead and double this one right here. What happens when we double 320? What do we get? Colton?
640.
Yes, sir. 640. All right, let's add 640 to this and see. 0, right? Aha. So which week is it that she'll be able to save enough money? Months, yeah, sorry. 6. She saved it right here, right? She couldn't buy it in the 5th month because she only had $620. But in the 6th month, she had some and a little bit left over for tax, probably. So our answer is 6 months. 6 months, costs probably go up and they'll have a brand new model by then. The way they work, way phones work. All right, look at the paint lady now. Nope, sorry, it's Peance. Mrs. Peance. Paints. Well, Paints is P-A-I. Whatever. All right. Her yearly salary is $42,000, and she makes more than me. How dare you, lady? Mrs. Peance yearly salary is $42,000 and increases $2,000. She gets a better increase than me every year too. She gets $2,000 every year. I only get $600. All right. So Mr. Peance, this is a stupid name. Peance. It's like saying pea-ant.
It's like pea-ants.
Yeah.
I think you pronounce it, I call it peons.
Peance. Mrs. Peance. That doesn't sound good either. I really need to pause this video on that one. All right, anyway.
It's not even playing a video.
It's recording the screen, the whole thing. All right, so anyway, she makes $42,000 and increases $2,000 a year. Mr. Peance's yearly salary is $37,000. That's probably a kick in the teeth. He makes less than her. $37,000 increases $3,000 per year. And how many years will they make the same? Ooh, this one's a tough one. So let's go ahead and do Mr. and Mrs. We're going to make a chart. Mr. and Mrs. Okay. Now, we're going to start out with the first year here. What does Mr. make the first year?
42,000.
No, Mr. $37,000. And she makes what?
42,000.
Now we're trying to figure out how many years. Okay, so we're going to put a 1 up here for years. We're going to have a chart of 3 here. Okay, year 2. I got a 2 here if you can see it. Year 2. Now how much does Mr.'s go up? So if we add 3,000 to 37, what are we going to get? 40,000. And what does she go up by? So what's 42,000 plus 2,000? 44,000. They're not the same, are they? Let's do a third year here. Year 3. Again, he goes up by how much? So what's 40 plus 3,000? 43,000. And what's 44,000 plus, what she got, 2,000? 46,000. It's not even yet, is it? Year 4. We'll run out of room. All right, so he goes up by how much again?
3,000.
So what's 43 plus 3?
46.
And she goes up by 2,000. So what's 46 plus 48,000? Still, we're getting closer at least. It was 4 here, now it's 3. This is $2,000 difference. How about year 5? We're going to add 3,000 to him. What do you get? 49,000. And we're going to add 2,000 to hers, which is going to give us 50,000 because we're adding 2,000. Ah, we're getting closer. I bet it's the next one, don't you? Year 6. We have add, I guess 3,000 to his. What are you going to get? 52,000. And add 2 to hers, you're going to get 52,000.
6 years.
6 years. Well, technically, I guess The answer in the book says 5 years. I think the reason why is because they didn't really consider this number 1 here as a year. That's starting, I guess. So technically this would have been like a starting year, and then this would have been 1 year, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th year. Because when you're born, you're not 1 year old, are you? When you're born, you got to take a whole year to make yourself 1. So it's actually 5 years. He has to live with her saying, I make more than you for 5 years. How fun is that? All right, last one. Last one. Complete the table that shows the prime factorizations of powers of 10. Use the pattern in the table to mentally find the prime factorization of 10 to the 9th power. Right, using exponents. So we're looking for patterns here, guys. So looking here, it appears the pattern is up here. There's no exponent, Lauren. Here's a 2. So what do you think this 2 is going to have above this one? Probably a 3. This doesn't have an exponent. This has a 2. What do you think this one's going to have?
3.
So what do you think this one's going to have?
4.
What do you think this one's going to have?
4.
So what do you think 10 to the power of 9 is going to have it? We're going to have what? 2 to the power of what?
5.
9, because of the 9. Times 5 to the power of what? 9, yeah, 9. So our answer is going to be 2 to the power of 9 times 5 to the power of 9. And I'm not going to make you figure out what that answer is, of course, because it'd be multiplying all day long. You probably could all, because all you got to do is just keep doubling everything. But the 5s would be a little bit more difficult. All right, so let's look at this one, because I do know that there is a question on our test that directly relates to this. Go ahead and turn the page. Colton? Shh. No. Is that your joke you wanted to tell yesterday?
No.
Oh. Yeah, well, they don't tell it. All right. A card shop recorded how many packs of trading cards, like Gavin has trading cards or Pokemon cards or whatever they are. It sold each day, used the table to solve extra. So in which week did they sell the most packs of cards? This is week 1, week 2, week 3. You got to what? You're going to have to add every week up, aren't you? Get to adding, kids.
Yeah, right.
It's easy. Look. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do it together. What's 8 plus 2? What's 10 plus 8?
18.
What's 18 plus 4?
22.
What's 22 plus 6? Put the 8 there, put the 2 up here. What's 2 plus 2?
4.
Plus 3. 7 plus 3.
6.
10 plus 4. 14 plus 3. That wasn't too hard adding all those up, was it?
Yes, it was.
Lauren. All right, help me add this one up. What is 8 plus 3? 11 plus 5. What's 16 plus 1? 17 plus 9. Put the 2 up here. What's 2 plus 4?
6.
Plus 4.
10.
10 plus 4.
14.
14 plus 4.
18.
18 plus 3.
21.
So far, so good.
What's 9 plus 8?
Shh. All right, what is 5 plus 2? 5 plus 7, sorry. 12 plus 2. 14 plus 5. 19 plus 1. Put the 2 up here. What's 2 plus 2? 4 plus 3. 7 plus 4. 11 plus 3. 14 plus 4. All right, now we can answer. Which week did they sell the most? Week 2. And which week did they sell the least? Week 1. How many more packs did they sell in week 2 than in week 3? So this one, what do we got to do to these two? So 216 minus 180. What's 6 minus 0? Can we do 1 minus 8? Borrow. What's makes us 11? What's 11 minus 8? So the answer is 36 packs. Some of the girls here need to focus. All right, a putt-putt course. Shh, Colton. All right. A putt-putt course offers a deal when you purchase 10 rounds of golf. You get 1 round for free. If you played a total of 35 rounds, how many rounds did you purchase? So for every, I guess, make a chart. Make a chart. So it says when you purchase 10 rounds, you get a round. Can you guys, oh, you can see that now? Okay. So we purchase 10 and we get how many? 1. So if we purchase another 10, we'd get 1 also, right? Yeah. If we purchased another 10, we'd get how many? So how many have we played so far? Actually, I think, yeah, you're right on that one, Ireland. You'd get 2 on this one, you'd get 3 on this one, so that would be, you'd purchase a total of 32 rounds. Yeah. If you'd purchase 32 rounds by doing it that way. And I need to give you guys time to do your homework, so you guys will have plenty of practice here. Your homework is, let's go over it before I hand it back out. Yeah. Brand new. All right, we have I got them a package. They're the schools. Yeah, they're the schools. Solve each problem here by making a. See it? By making a table. Everybody got that? All right. I'm going to give you guys about 10, 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to go ahead and dive into science because we need to get started with the time, the sundial we're going to make things. So, and we need to go check our shadows outside. So, yeah, you can. Go ahead.